stream, download, and watch video all at the same time. My internet's just not that good. And that, you know, I've paying for 100 megabits, but you never actually get the 100 megabits. That's because it's always up to. So really what you actually get is about 14 or 15 per person. There are a lot of devices in my place that are set up on the internet. So Subnautica just had an update. I think they just released a stable release, but I'm pretty sure they probably haven't released anything that I haven't already played. What are... Oh, come on, guys. Just work. Thank you. I swear I'm hearing this, like, beeping sound. It kind of reminds me of one of my old alarm clocks. I think Coda just snatched a piece of food off of my table. Did you just snatch a piece of food off my table? Are you a naughty dog? Are you a bad girl? Coda. Is you a bad girl? Oh, you are, huh? Is you the bad girl? Did you steal a piece of Mama's pot roast? Oh, was you the naughty girl? What you gotta say for yourself? Oh, really? Is you go apologize? Okay, come on, you should go apologize. You say sorry. Can you say sorry? Oh, okay. As long as you're sorry. Alright. Let's get back into this game. What a way to start a stream. Yeah, I'm gonna stream. Oh, wait, look, this thing's got an update. Let's do that. Oh, wait, we're also watching the... Oh! Is that loud to anyone else? That's really loud. WTF? What is going on? Is it just... Oh, I know what it is. I had to turn this headset way up for work because it has independent volume. There we go. That's more reasonable. That was going to trigger a migraine. And if the game is too loud, let me know. Or if you want me to be more quiet, I know I have a tendency to peak my mic. But that's because I have the gain turned up so that when I do end up getting quiet, because I will eventually start talking like this, and then I'm worried that people won't hear me at all. And now we're moving streamers. Hand it off from one person to the next. Oh, I'm an idiot this morning. It's night. It's 7 p.m. It's after 7 p.m. What are we doing? Faye. So I figured out who my new follow was yesterday. He's one of my IRL friends. And he does... I'm surprised he didn't call me puppy first thing when he got into the chat, to be honest. Okay. We talked about this. It's like, we're going to do this, and then we did that, and then I got distracted, and I was like, what are we doing next? Oh, yeah, we're going down to the docks. Okay. Is that really a good idea? Why did I... Okay, yeah, let's do this, because this is right over here. So, behind me. I want to talk to that priest again. And I want to eat the priest who's over here really badly. He's a big, giant... I don't have I don't have safe for work words for my feelings for this other priest. Yes, eat. Drink. Eat him. You missed me. Oh, that sucked. I've never understood the vampire myths that say that they're, or werewolf myths, where they're susceptible to silver. Because silver, argentinium, is actually originally named for the moon. Yes, a priest. He's a jerk. Like, he's a great big giant jerk. I feel like I would be doing the entire world a favor if I ate him. Drank him, whatever. Exactly. Oh, look. How has he not seen me yet? Oh, he's only level 10. Only level 10. These things are a pain in the bum. I'm disappointed that they only named it a large beast. That's all it's called. Large beast. Shillings. It's a good thing this character can't actually jump. Like, he can do this. But I'm in one of those moods where I would be running around jumping up and down for no reason while I was walking. Which I was doing in WoW a little while ago, too. Oops. I was not trying to... Oh! I didn't see what level you are. Oh, you're level 12. You're at least a challenge. Says the girl who, keeps dying to these things regardless of their level. They cause so much aggravated damage. It's not even funny. Alright. Boing, 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 boing. Ah! I just healed a bunch of aggravated damage, dude. You're a jerk. Eat Sawblade. In case you didn't know, that's what I'm running around with. It's a hacksaw. I have a hacksaw and like a surgical knife. Okay, where am I actually supposed to be going? This way. See, it goes away when I get over here. And then I don't know what I'm doing anymore, because I'm like, there's a thing I'm supposed to do. Sure. Oh. Well, maybe if you would look around a little more.
Lewis thought he lost. There's a letter inside.
There's a letter inside. Oh, my fingers were pushing the on buttons. Job refusal, we read that already. Intrigue.
A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
I feel like we should probably give it to Lewis, because if we give it to Joe, that's gonna... Yeah, eat saw. Nom nom nom. Eat my saw, jerk.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
You.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? I found this box in an abandoned building nearby. I believe it belongs to you.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is mine. So, you faced those loons that roam around there. Extraordinary.
I suppose I was lucky.
Luck is a commodity round here. Yours should be properly rewarded.
About this package, it's not just tools and trinkets, is it?
I want to be rude or anything after your kind gesture, but it's none of your business.
Really?
Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Did you ever try talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
I'd say, based on the fact that Harry looks an awful lot like Barrett, there's a good chance.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Darn it. You have none of the parts I need. And I haven't... What? 13 rusty boxes of pills. That's a lot of rusty boxes of pills. That's a lot of pills.
I should never have taken up my father's business.
Sorry, my mobile Twitch is having issues. It's twitching. That was stupid. Me? No. We're going to take it all apart and use it to do some other stuff. So that's finished. This one I can't do yet because I don't have level 3 Mesmer yet. I think we might be on to just doing the mainline story quest. Yep. Okay, so we gotta go all the way over there. How many kilometers do you suppose we've put on John's boots or shoes? don't know if I can actually go this way. I think this door doesn't work. It's a goes nowhere, does nothing. Yeah, goes nowhere,
It's
does
locked, all
nothing.
right.
Urgh. Okay. You don't have to worry about going back and rewatching them unless you want to see the story fully unfold. If you're just here to chill and hang out, it's perfectly fine if you don't go back and watch them. Let's see. Stop that. So we're going to have to come down probably this way. So is that left hand? Well, the funny thing is he was going to get off, and actually he did, and that's what caused my Twitch to twitch. Lauren Landa is finishing up her Wolf Among Us stream. So if you would be more interested in watching her finish her stream with that, you are welcome to, because I'm not going to be, the greedy gob who's like, no one can leave my stream once they arrive. But that's also not to say that I don't love having you here. I just want you to know that she is streaming, and she is a fantastic streamer. She has a much better voice than me, but she is a little, she's got a little more like viewers, so she might be harder to interact with. Can I go up there? I'm actually thinking about doing Wolf. I own a copy of Wolf Among Us, and so I'm actually really considering streaming it here after we finish this.
You, boy? I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Boy, you are just an angry young man. Whoa. All of a sudden, my phone decided it was going to be loud and obnoxious. I was wondering what that noise was in my ear. Okay. And this is, I think, yeah, it's still locked. Alright. Well, I like you too. I like having people here. It keeps me focused. Otherwise, before I started streaming, it would take me months and months to finish things. Yeah, that's the other thing. Chat does go really fast on a big streamer. There are a few big streamers that I watch that I'm not there really to interact with them. I'm there because the game they're playing is something I'm interested in. I wish Corpse Husband would stream on Twitch, but he only streams on YouTube. And it's not that I don't have a YouTube, I do. But he also streams in the middle of my workday, which makes it more difficult. If you haven't heard Corpse Husband speak, oh my Lanta, that man. Well, I guess technically he's a man. He's in his 20s. He has got a voice. Oh, my lord. And that suddenly sounds very inappropriate coming from me because I'm in my 40s. Well, I am 40. But yeah, they do. Although I don't think... God, how long has it been since Corpse streamed? I think lately mostly what he does is... because he's got a lot of health problems. I think lately what he's been doing is playing like Among Us with people. Age is just a number. Really? 15 years between the two of you? Yeah, it's kind of like my mom and my stepdad when they were both still alive. I think my stepdad was like 10 years older.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
More careful or just more bitey? I say more bitey. Ah! Keep your cross away! Oops. That was me accidentally hitting a wrong key. Okay, that's one less of the two of them. Ooh, he's level 17. Give me your blood. Let me run away. Nope. Eat my saw. If you met in sauce, you'd go, it's that far apart. Sure. Do you guys look like you're closer together in age than you actually are? Or farther apart? Ah, I had a SO when I was in my early 20s who was nearly double my age. Why can I not move at all of a sudden? Okay. That's just plain weird. Yep. My guy, he was in his late 30s, early 40s when we were dating. And I was basically just fresh out of high school. He was playing EverQuest. So, yeah, he didn't act his age, and I was always more mature for my age, so we were kind of a match. I do not pay enough attention to my stamina bar. Ow. That hurts a lot more than it used to. It's a good thing all of my weapons absorb blood. Not sure if you can call me bloody. I think you guys are the ones covered in the blood. Ow. I'm on fire, though. I keep forgetting I can walk. I finally figured out how to walk. Of course, the problem though is like, oh well, I'll walk so I can sneak up on people. Walk is so slow. Fiery on fire. Does that mean I'm also on point? Joking. Oh, shoot. They hear better than they used to, too. I know you're a different one, but I'm going to kill you because I'm facing you. Pardon me, but I'm a doctor. Not a vermin. Do I look like a rat? Not that there's inherently anything wrong with a rat. Although I do, have pets that eat them. So I guess I'm kind of used to having rats around. I do not live feed, though, so none of the rats that I have are alive. I keep them in my freezer. I think right now I've got 20 rats and like 90 mice in the freezer. And I know now you're going, what? I have a ball python and 2 corn snakes. My ball python is named after a character from Red vs. Blue. I named him Colonel Sarge. Oh, there's one behind me. And the corn snakes are named Schrodinger and Daenerys. Schrodinger is so named because he's never been sexed, so I actually don't know if he's a he or a she. And Daenerys is, she's a blood red corn snake, so it just felt appropriate. Really? God, these guys are much more dangerous than they used to be. I mean, to be fair, he is 4 levels higher than me. Yep. 3 of them. They are, they don't get out very much just because it's actually really stressful to hold them. You'd be surprised by the number of reptiles that actually eat fruits and veg. I didn't really realize that myself. A large number of reptiles are either insectivorous or vegetarian. Like iguanas are vegetarians. Oh, good, I got him. God bless it.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Yes, but before we can do that, we need to convince him to let us in. Which means your mesmer level needs to go up. Dummy. They're just rogues. This should be relatively easy. Especially if I can surprise them.
What are you people, huh? Come on, and I will show you how a weapon.
Ah, son of a... Really? The camera in this game is really a piece of work, I gotta tell you. I didn't grow up watching The Simpsons at all. Nope. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as it was starting to look like it was going to be. Anybody else drop anything? Who are you and why are you yelling at people? Really?
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Frewen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Yeah, the hardest part of taking care of the snakes is actually taking care of Colonel Sarge. His requirements are a lot more specific than the corn snakes, because corn snakes come from a temperate time zone, but ball pythons come from Africa. So his enclosure needs to be about 84 to 86 degrees at all times. It needs to have about 55 to 70% humidity. He gets fed. I feed him once a month because I feed him really big meals. But most people feed them smaller meals either once a week or every other week. But speaking of, Halloween is feed day. The corn snakes, though, I only have to keep them at like 80 degrees and whatever ambient humidity is fine. So they're a lot easier to take care of. But they are more bitey. Or at least Schrodinger is. Schrodinger's a jerk. I actually had to buy a snake hook because of him. Or it. You know, it's hard to talk about things without giving them a gender, even when you don't know their gender. Or I guess technically sex. Gender is a mental construct / a spiritual construct, and sex is a chromosomal construct. Which is something I've been trying to get one of my siblings to understand. I have two siblings. One is a little more right wing, and the other one is a little less right wing. Well, actually, the other one's quite liberal, come to think of it. That is a heck of a lot of blood. Ouch.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Alright. Did I get... Yeah, I went in there. Okay. Well, we're pointed in the right direction at least. Except for the fact that I've already been here. This way, maybe? Oh, great. There are more people. Where? Where did I accidentally click the button? I would not be beyond the veil for me if accidentally clicked the button. Okay. Alright. Can I open this gate? Is this gate openable? It is. But we don't really want to go in there, do we? Apparently, yes, we do.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
So, apparently this guy thinks he's Gandalf. Just, you know, I don't... I'm lame. That was a lame joke. Lame.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Boy, this game is wasting all my cuss words.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom
You're
from my
sweet.
local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without...
Thank you for trying, for keeping me from going down into the dumps. Because I will do that to myself occasionally. It's not fun.
Occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
Well, then treat her better.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Okay, well, there went our F-bomb.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like...
Thank you, Lungs.
God knows
I
she
appreciate it.
deserves it.
You guys are so sweet. It's really heartening to see such a good side of people. You get so used to seeing the vitriol and hate on Facebook and Twitter, and it's almost like it's a complete reversal on Twitch. And it's so nice to see people who understand that being kind and showing humanity to people is important.
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
Tom Watts, the town drunk. Oh no, not the town drunk.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
He's the proprietor of the Turquoise Tortoise. Turtle? Tortoise. Turtle. I just want to go and explore everything, but I'm just trying to do the quest. This is actually the zone we started the game in.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
That murder was probably
I'm a
caused
tracker
by...
of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
Sure you are.
You're hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
I'm pretty sure I can't ask her anything I haven't already. Oh, what?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I've got responsibilities. And it's not like I've got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
I don't know if I said it already, but thank you very much. I do very much appreciate the positivity.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
What if I draw a weapon?
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Pretty sure he's a vampire. Well, a skull, anyways.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London, and here I am.
Itchy ears.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Radio.
Goodbye,
Onward
Miss
ho.
Cavendish.
Yeah, having grown up as the bullied kid in class who changed schools 8 times, so was constantly the new kid, I can definitely agree with that statement.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Just thinking here, I don't think I've entered any house without an invitation in this game. Coerced or not.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter.
Mm-hmm.
They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Oh, God. Now I have like a 60s or 70s song stuck in my head. But I can't get it, like I couldn't get it out of my mouth if he asked me to, and I can't remember the name of it.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Okay, yeah. Don't let me be misunderstood by the animals. That's the one that's stuck in my head now. Oh, yeah, the Smashing Pumpkins. Oh, what is that? How does that one go? The world is a vampire sent to drain the secret destroyer. That was a favorite song when I was in high school.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Don't let me start singing. I'm a terrible singer. I do not have the voice for it anymore.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well.
It's
Dr. Jonathan
possible.
Reed.
I mean, especially if you listen to Cool 108 at all. They play the 80s and 90s now. You can hear Bush on the oldies station, which just makes me feel old.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
96.3, huh? I don't... So, because I don't drive, I don't listen to a lot of radio because the only place I listen to the radio is the car. I used to listen to the radio all the time.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
When I was in junior high and high school, I would listen to the radio or my cassettes or my CDs while doing homework, while reading. I can't have silence. Silence and me do not get along. I have tinnitus in my ears. So if it's quiet, my ears are ringing. And the more quiet it is, the more my ears ring. Funny thing though, if you get out far away from electrical fields, like out in the middle of a farm, where you're not standing near a transformer or electrical lines or anything like that, the ringing in my ears goes down a little.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Generally, if I'm by myself, if it weren't for the ringing in my ears, silence is fine. As soon as there's someone else in the room, I feel like I need to fill the silence. Even when it's a close sibling or a friend, I do love music. But it's hard to do, and I have too many hobbies. I love music, I love to read, I love writing, knitting, drawing, gaming, playing with my dog. And there's just not enough time in the day to do all the things. I need clones who can, share their memories with me. There was in the iRobot story collection that by Isaac Asimov, there's a one of the robots is it's Cutie, which actually stands for something, I forget what. It's been a really long time since I read it. And it's actually like 5 different robots that all do the same thing. We have 5,000 hours. Sometimes my body thinks we have 5,000 hours a day. When I don't have a job or I'm off of work, I will be awake for 36 to 48 hours and then I'll sleep for 12 to 16. Which really throws my schedule off. Not at all a reason to rejoice.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die.
Oh, excuse me.
Is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, a torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. Now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Aww.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
I thought we already did
No
this.
reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Yeah. But apparently because we didn't do this option,
Another
it was still
time,
there.
perhaps. I'm not sure I want to hear another sad story. Is there anything...
Oh, daggone it.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure, I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist, and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
All right.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean.
Now we're ready to...
Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me, then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom what's about him.
Also...
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Oh, I'm out of fatigue meds? Really?
I will see you later.
I thought I made a bunch of that.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
I'll have to do that again and come back to help him. Wow, that's really messing with my eyes. Oh, it's a boat. Okay.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Anything new? Lots of new.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know.
No, but vampires are.
Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
No, you could say that.
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
All right.
Good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Oh, this door is open now. But that's locked. Stealing from the people who let me in their house. I am a bad man. Okay, nothing in here. Okay, so we talked to Sabrina, we talked to Tom.
So few clients. But with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
We talked to that dude. We talked to that dude. We examined the body. Oh, flashy light is so flashy. Ooh. I never actually used serums. Okay, I take that back. I did a couple of times the other day. Yeah, I suppose that is technically opportunistic since they're the ones leaving the stuff out. Okay. Why not upgrade my saw? Look at that. That's going to be a big upgrade. And only need 3 more tiny good handle parts. And I can do my my knife. Oh, wait. I have things that need to be taken apart. Great value recycled into components. I wish I could just press and hold and it would do all of them. I think rivets are mostly for taking care of guns. Or maybe not. Oh, what the devil do you need rivets for? You gotta love how there's all this room for weapons, and these are the only weapons I've collected. Well, minus 1 hatchet. I think I sold a hatchet at one point. Alright. $1,500 is enough to maybe put down on 1 skill, but that advances the knight, and I really don't want to advance the knight. Don't mind me, I just am dropping out of the sky. I'm nothing to worry about.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few
Because it was worth money and I was low on funds.
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you bitches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Oh no. She's Clay Cox's wife. I ate him.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
Sorry, I keep taking drinks when I shouldn't.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of
Yeah.
them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
It just feels like I slow things down because I'll be like, oh, we're in the middle of things talking, so I'll just take a drink.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
They looted your corpse.
You're a doctor and all. Maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
I must have just had a hiccup. I just got welcomed to the chat room.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
What's up, the Wakey Tail Girl?
One of ours was killed by that communist bastard.
I do.
But he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened? But
No, you
executed
cannot
him
go
anyway.
OUT. There is no convincing me. It's been an hour and like 9 minutes since you came inside. You do not need to go out.
And your conscience
You're a
is
big
clear.
girl.
You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
You keep your nose off the table.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
But I don't want to see all you have. I just want to see if you have the things that I need. And you don't. Why don't you have the things I need? Would you like to buy my bullets? Where are my bullets? Oh, have I not restarted? Okay, there we go. Oh. I have so many bullets back in my... I keep forgetting about how to do this. So many bullets back in the stock that that isn't even going to be anything to worry about. Because I can just go right back up here. That light flickers. And refill everything. Oh, now I'm full again. Flickering light. Let's see. I ran around this whole area when the game first started. Checked everything. Looked at everything. Even went over here. Whoa, what level was that? Really? You're gonna shoot me too? Oh, you're a jerk. Ow. Quintuple ow. Level 22. That was exciting. Also unexpected. That makes me wonder if I can take on Dorothy, though. She's level 24. I think I came through this area when I was first running away from everyone. Yeah. Oh, now we can unlock these doors?
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Oh, that's why we couldn't get in the store. I have made my fortune 5 shillings at a time. Yep. That's the way we do things around these parts. What's up here? Oh. You're human. That should have hurt. Ow. Darn it, I was hoping to get one more heal in before I killed him. Any rats around? Doesn't look like it. Lots and lots of blood from when we came through the last time, though. Okay. Have we got everyone and everything? The answer to that question is a resounding no. Nope, can't open that gate. Another hideout. Don't. Give me a rat. I hate not having full stuff.
This is despicable.
It's better than eating the people, right? Don't eat people. Can't. Oh. Doggone finger slipped. Nope. Okay. That is definitely the cry of a skull. I don't really want to go across there right now. I'm more interested in seeing if there's anything else to do. Probably can't. Yeah, I didn't think so.
On Sean Hampton's trail.
Yeah, that's because I killed him. Because he would have killed me otherwise. What is going on with my flipping controls? Ow. Oh, that's no está bueno. No está bueno. Stop it. Too bad there's not a mechanic where I could make his tank explode. I gotta quit focusing on these ads. Ow. Really was not anticipating a boss battle. This is what happens when you're not using a walkthrough. That might be the lowest my blood's been in ever. God bless it.
All of you bloody leeches need killing.
I try really hard to only look at walkthroughs and
The wounds on this
wikis
corpse are deep. The
when
result of rabid rage.
I get
If
truly
this is Sean's
stuck.
doing, he's become a murderous beast.
I figure if I'm so stuck that it's taken me more than a certain amount of time to not complete it. Like if it's just one of like a side quest, I don't really worry about it so much. But like if I'm banging my head against a wall on a mainline quest, one, the game designers did a bad job. Two, I need help because I need to get back to doing the fun stuff. Yep. Anything fun out here other than more skulls? Just more skulls. What about in this building here? Is there anything fun in here? Some more grease. Some more bullets. Well, shells. I sold a whole bunch of screws earlier, too. I had like 90 screws. Miniature stockpile of screws. Really? I just had a big boss fight, dude. Be nice. As if you can expect the bad guys to be nice to you, right? Grr. Dude, I so thought I was gonna die. Especially when my blood got down to basically 0. I was like, nope, that's it. I'm dead. That was probably more intense than the boss fight with the large beast the first time I faced off against that when you guys raided me. That boss fight, like when you guys finally saw me do it, I had already done it like 10 times prior to that. that boss fight was a, if you will pardon the turn of phrase, it was a bitch. Ooh, body. Mm-hmm. I don't know about that, dude. I'm the one trying to save the city from the vampire menace. You guys are just out here killing things indiscriminately. Have you ever seen The Gamers? Was a like a student film put out 15 years ago. I think it's available on Amazon. Yeah, yeah, gamers definitely can pull through some crazy stuff. Let's see if I can jump up there. But there's still more down here to go through. There's a scene in this little student film where, because they're playing basically Dungeons and Dragons, and there's this scene where the rogue decides he wants to try and steal. Oh, you should, if you're into tabletop role playing games at all, you should totally see it. But there's a scene where Nimble, their rogue, decides he wants to try and steal a bunch of stuff, and then ultimately decides he's going to backstab a guy with a ballista. Like non-siege combat, using a siege weapon as a backstab weapon. It's funny. The whole premise of it is a bunch of nerdy gamer types sit down to play their favorite tabletop role-playing game, and they go on a quest, and you see both them playing as themselves and then them in character, like out. The characters are acting as if they're real, so you have the actors playing their characters as real things out in the world doing the quest, and it's really good. It's really funny. There are 2 sequels that have better production value, but I don't think they capture the charm that the first one had. Wait, can I jump out to the ship? I can't. Oh, that would have been fun. Pointless, but fun. One of these days I'm going to get Zork Grand Inquisitor to function properly again, and I'm going to stream that. Sorry, the thing that I said reminded me of the game.
This is not the place for you, sir.
Yes, actually, it is exactly the place for me. Well, you're already finished. Oh! There's a guy behind me. I was trying to see if the other guy had dropped anything. I hear a wolf. Oh. I will not torture you with that, because when I howl, it is loud. I would definitely peek the mic. I'm going to end up running into the guy I'm out here looking for instead of turning in this other quest. Why are there so many doors that go nowhere? Oh, darn it.
No civilians allowed, sir.
Oh, oops. I ran right into that. Come on, people. Come on, people now. Smile on your brothers, everybody get together. Time to love everybody right now. That was so not the right lyrics, but that's okay. It was close enough. Okay, we're there. We are really close to the turn-in spot. We should just go turn it in. Or we can end up in the... That works too. I'm out of my mind.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Excuse me? If he was, like, a day trader, maybe, but they don't exist yet. Doctors seriously do work hard, and especially during this time, like, covered in muck and grime and not having all the information that you need because of the time in which you're living.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
Well, I'm not really alive right now.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired
excuse
of all
me.
this.
Oh, you want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton.
I think she's on the I'm going to eat you list.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Really?
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
The pry ones.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Wow.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Alright. Well, we are in the vicinity of where Sean is supposed to be.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town.
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
No. His life is about to be, well, death is about to be sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Dandy.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Heck. Oh, my headset cord's stuck under my wheels.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I'm pretty sure we're not going to like him when we find him.
There is still much work to do.
Every time I hear the sound effect they gave picking up bullets, it makes me jump a little bit because it's the sound of a gun cocking. I'm just like, what? Where? What? Huh? Well, now we know where the bomb went off. We don't have a key for that. Wow, all kinds of stuff. Holy smokes. Sean?
Why the long face, Doctor?
You look pretty,
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Oh, because that's better.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
You're going to slaughter your flock. And the only thing that's going to come from it is death and despair. It's not like there's going to be any wool or anything to help the community.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I mean, he still sounds like himself, minus the hunger for flesh.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Great gobs of... I didn't realize this game had so... Like, there is so much to this game that I never, ever thought there would be. I'm gonna equip more things. Why would I equip anything else? I really only use these two things. Okay. Gin bottles we picked up. Newspaper article. Okay,
This must be a picture of the bomb explosion Dyson Delaney spoke of.
Ah, God bless it. I wish I was better at reading things out loud. I always feel bad that I don't read more of the stuff out to people. Especially if you're watching on, like, mobile. I can't imagine trying to read that stuff while watching on mobile. Stop doing the...
Come now, Lottie. There is still much work to do.
Can I go up the stairs? Is there anything upstairs? Something tells me this is going to be a boss battle room in the near future. The downstairs, anyways. $5. God, could you imagine being able to feed your family, put a good roof over your heads, two cars, you know, the whole kit and caboodle, as it were.
It's locked.
And only be making $450 a month. That's what my grandfather was making when he first started work at, I think it was Honeywell, when they moved out here from Michigan.
I hope the
Open a door. Right? Be able to get everything you need. No worries. Inflation has been absolutely insane.
It's hard enough to cover the docks by myself.
Anti-vampire poster.
Good
What are you
evening,
doing
Mr.
here?
Throckmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Only you.
You've never faced, let alone killed a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
Stop fooling yourself. You've never faced a vampire before. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really? And you're still alive.
Well, we did not actually fight. I let it go.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible. I was ready to kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me. I spared her.
Howcroft. He found Howcroft. The crazy lady at Pembroke, who thinks she's a vampire.
Tell me about the vampire you spared.
It was...
Oh, or maybe not.
She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running from the deep wound. She was crying in pain.
You cared about her. That's what defines us as human, Ichabod.
Yes, but she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Let's see, what else? I'm so easy to distract from things. Ooh, shiny. Literally. Who are you?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
Well, at least she's got morals. So there's that.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
She clearly has some sort of a, like, dementia then.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. Heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
I found this watch. It belonged to Miss Gillingham, but I thought you might find it useful.
That makes sense. She would have forgotten about the watch by the next day.
If you say so.
Take this for your trouble, Dr. Reed. I will not forget your gesture, I swear.
Show me what you have to offer.
Nice.
Mr. Nightingale?
Great, now I have another mirror. Boy, he's a price gouger. Things like this are often quest items, and this is an ingredient for something that, although I haven't made it, could be useful. And there's a door over there. Oh goodness, I have 3,000 experience points. All the bullets.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
And 5 more shillings. I'm starting to think I should write a song called 5 Shillings about this game. Boy, every time I turn around, I find something else in this room. Lower Thames. I'll see if I can think of a way to write something like that. That would be it'll be a bit of an undertaking, but I might be able to do it, especially if I can get some help. Goes nowhere, does nothing.
I'll come back when only one person's in.
Okay. Must be Enid's apartment.
I can't protect the whole city. It's hard enough to cover the docks by myself.
Alright. We should probably go about turning at least one of these quests in. 5 shillings. And then 5 more. Oh, it's a blinker. Come on. I feel like I should do a dance. That was, that was pretty good. Why do people leave your doors open? Why do all of you have, like, piles of 5 shillings lying around? We're getting kind of close to, darn it. You gotta aim a little higher. There you go.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
This one's mine.
It's like the 4th stream I've been passed on to. After Sonic got done, after Justin got done streaming. They just passed on, let's see here, we went to Jonas Scott, and then Lana Londa, or I'm horrible with names. And then now some unknown person that I do not recognize at all. There's gotta be somewhere I'm supposed to stand next to. Oh, they're all down there. Three of them fairly high level. This isn't gonna work, and I know it. Or it'll work fine, and I'll be surprised. God bless it. How did I get stuck inside of a boat? Bum, 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 bum.
Be strong, brother. Sight, it's fast.
Well, there we go. I probably should have tried to eavesdrop on them. Killed one of you over here, didn't I? Yeah. But apparently didn't drop anything. Yeah. I'm terrible with names, especially alliterative names like that, where it's same letter for 2 names in a row. I can't talk today. But then again, I talk 8 hours a day at work, and then I take a couple hours off and I come on stream. I talk for a bunch more hours. But really, I kind of like it. I would be sitting here talking to the game anyways. So it's not like it's any more stress than I would be under anyways.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Okay. And which way do we want the water level to go? Because I don't think I'm allowed to walk in water. God, Jonathan. I should not have eaten Mr. Cox. Oh, apparently I can walk through that. But I can't go up there. Is it because the water is still flowing? Must be. Do I have to go break the... I must have to go break the, That must be what I'm supposed to do.
That gate should shut properly now.
It would be just my luck that this turns out to be kind of like Tomb Raider, where you have to go and do this really fast. Or you're, SOL. I'm not seeing... Is there another spot that I'm supposed to turn a thing that I missed? Ah! Gosh darn it, stop with the... 5 more shillings! There's another one over here. What does this one do? Nothing. Oh, come on. I know I heard you. Well, I sure hope Sean doesn't think this proves him... Yeah, here's the first guy I ate. Yes, and the talking does help me focus. And it actually keeps me from letting my mind wander and... Because, like, when I was gaming before I started streaming, I would be like, there's a thing going on. Let me just go play this mobile game. Oh, I'm distracted. Let me go check my social media. Not that anything was happening. Next thing I'd know, I'd have, 5 hours logged in a game where I actually only done like 5 minutes of story in it. I'm willing to bet that all this death was caused by Sean. Superhero landings, really? Is that Ascalon? That's Ascalon. Or at least their enforcer. I forgot what his name was now.
These maggots have escaped the
Fergal.
wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
Respect the laws of Ascalon.
This is not going to go well. Ow. Ow.
Shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn.
Come on.
The hand that crushes all.
This guy hits like a frickin' rock.
How are you cannot comprehend?
Ow.
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon? Thy neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn.
Ow. We are pretty much guaranteed that we are going to lose this. Oh, dang it, that's just stamina. Yeah. We're pretty much SOL here. I am out of blood. And this guy hits so hard.
Whilst you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name.
Ah, crap. He's a blinker? Crap. Well, I mean, that's the first time we've died in a really long time, so... I kind of think we should go turn in the other quest. Really? There is no other quest to turn in. But we could go check in on this stuff. Yeah, I tried. We did some damage. I think it's probably best to go back to the hospital and see if we can get some experience points. I know that from those 2 exclamation points, I know we can rest on the way and level up at the least. Should be able to hit 15. Oh, excuse me. Hey, rats. Come here.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
That box elderbug is back.
I have this thirst for blood.
I think that just goes... This is where we came from, isn't it? Where we just came from? No, good. Okay. It's locked 2. just want... I'm super compelled to go over there and fight all of them. Because that's just the way I've been playing this. Ow. That's how I've made almost all of my experience points. Where? Okay.
Steady, boys, we've got...
I'm always amazed by how easily I can take on some of these guys who are, 5 levels higher than me, and then I'll have trouble with something that's only a few levels higher than me, or my level. Bale writes, the way you landed, you should have broken both your legs, dude. Yep. And I have some of the worst in the games too. I can't open it from this side either, huh? Can't open that one either. I can't. Dr. Jonathan, why can you jump sometimes and not other times? Like, I can go like that.
Over there!
But then other times, I just can't jump.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves!
You know what? That thing is level 22. And it actually hits worse. I watched him play some of it. I was at work for a lot of it, so I couldn't actually watch all of the gaming. Dang it, I'm going the wrong way. So I was kind of watching. It was fun, and I did see he had a real tough time with the first game. He did really good with the second one. We're getting closer. That's a door. That's a door. Oh man, I really am not in the mood for fighting things. Ugh. Seriously. I just want to get back. Gotta get back to the past. You are not where I wanted to be. I was really hoping this boat was the boat that I used to jump across, but it's not. This goes back in the direction of... It's the door I went through. I really don't want to fight you. Or you. As I promptly end up attracting the attention of every mob everywhere. Ow. This is what I get for deciding to try and run. Get...
I'll take his head! I'll send you back in a fucking
Ow. I know, I brought this on myself, and I know it because I'm in a rush. And I don't want to deal with things. It's my own fault. Take time. Come on. Seventeen. I'm not worried about the gun. The gun doesn't really hurt. I should actually, speaking of his FNAF streams, I should totally sit down and actually go back and watch those. Maybe we'll do that. Well, maybe I'll do that before my streams on Saturday and Sunday.
Get them weapons ready. We found one.
I should be able to outrun these guys. 'Cause this is a safe zone. Yay! Back to the hospital, where they will be hospitable. Oh, that was bad, Faye. Bad pun is bad. Okay, Lady Ashbury. You had an exclamation mark on your head thingy.
The scowl that escaped from the hospital is eluding me. He must be caught.
Scowls are a risk to the balance we maintain. It needs to be stopped.
You certainly hate skulls.
No, not hate. I pity them. Damaged and broken for eternity. Can you imagine, Jonathan? Can you imagine what they must be suffering?
I would not have labeled them all the same. I've met some that are quite clever, in fact. Much like people.
I am sorry. You should know scowl is derived from slave. Vampires have never looked kindly on their lesser progeny.
Do you think they can be trusted?
They are weaker than us in every sense. From their abilities to being able to control their hunger. There is a savagery in them.
The head of the guard of Prewan stopped by to see Dr. Swansea.
You have nothing to fear. The guard would not risk openly challenging the Brotherhood. Even they are not that foolish.
I noticed there was no love lost between the Brotherhood and the Guard.
They share the same fascination in our species, but they diverge from any commonality in thought. Talk to Dr. Swansea if you wish to know more.
Now that the hunters are aware of my presence, they could discover your whereabouts too.
Don't worry. I've evaded those jackals in the past, and I shall do so in the future. And besides, who would ever suspect the kind Samaritan Lady Ashbury?
Anyone who walked in on you feeding on one of these sick people?
When we were at the funeral, I had a feeling. I think I met my maker.
You do not have to tell me if you don't wish to.
Yeah, I was lurking for 3, 100% lurk. Usually if I see him go live, even if I'm at work, I have I've got my phone next to me, and then I have a Nest Hub that I bought on sale. So I'll cast to the hub, and I'll turn the volume all the way down. Because I work in a call center, so I can't have other sounds going on. But there's nothing to stop me from having a video running so that I can show support for somebody that I like.
There is almost nothing to say.
I gotta watch those.
Of blood, prattled off some riddles, and vanished without even telling me his name.
Be on guard, Jonathan. Whoever your maker is, he's obviously as powerful as he is elusive.
Should I not?
In most circumstances, a vampire would not discuss his maker. There is a strong bond that exists between a maker and their progeny.
Goodbye for now, my lady.
Okay. Oh wait, where's Milton?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
You know it. Okay, I thought so.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Yeah, see, that's the one that I sold. Oh, and I sold that. But you don't have any of the stuff I need. Maybe you will after I sleep. We'll see. So close to 3,500.
Jonathan, have you got any news about Sean Hampton?
I'm still investigating. In the meantime, I have some questions.
All right, just ask.
What is the antagonism between your Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole and the Guard of Priwen?
It is an old and sad story, Jonathan. The story of a betrayal and of a definitive schism.
This is Miss Waggy-tailed dog.
Who betrayed who?
I suppose each side would tell you the fault lies with the other. This I know for sure. A long time ago, members of the Brotherhood chose to hunt down vampires.
How many are you in the Brotherhood?
You mean today? Not many. A dozen, perhaps even less since the war. We are scholars, Jonathan. We favor quality to quantity.
Tell me, Edgar, have you ever heard about a vampire made of blood? I mean, without any physical form, but a shape of blood.
What are you talking about? Have you seen such a phenomenon yourself?
No. I was just daydreaming. Since blood seems to be the key of our existence, I imagined what could be the ultimate state of a vampire.
I see. Well, too bad you didn't see such a creature. It could have been a fascinating subject of observation.
This will actually be a great place once we get done with this to actually end the stream too, because it's about bedtime.
Tell me, Edgar, how did you meet Lady Ashbury?
I met her 9 years ago. I was working in Scotland at the time in a sanatorium the good lady visited from time to time. She subsequently offered me a position here, at the Pembroke Hospital.
Why offer you this position?
I'd already been experimenting with blood-borne diseases and transfusion methods. Without success, I'm afraid. How could I refuse such a fascinating creature? So, in 1911, I took charge of the Pembroke.
Pembroke Hospital. Why that name?
I'm not quite sure. I think it's meant to refer to the Earl of Pembroke. Perhaps it's someone she used to know?
Tell me, Edgar, have you ever heard about a vampire made of blood? But a shape of blood.
What? Coda! You're a little shithead. You're a little turd ball. Stop it. Dr. Swansea is apparently having conniptions. Lord knows I'm gonna need stuff. Out of stuff for that. Out of stuff for that. Yep, I need codeine. Out of stuff for that. Okay. Mo. Double mo. Mm-hmm. Which I find interesting because codeine is a derivative of opium. Alright. I have broke down a bunch of stuff. These are really the things I use the most. Ah, 55 short. Sad face. Well, we're 16 now. Cough medicine with codeine never really bothered me when I was a kid. I personally never thought that it tasted any different than regular Robitussin. Yep, yay, 16! And I still can't help this guy because I don't have a high enough mesmer level to get into his house. God, there's a whole area I haven't even gotten to yet. Oh wow, he is really sick now. Still a few people I haven't met yet. This guy, aside from his haircut, actually looks a little bit like one of my uncles. Okay, not here though. Just in that one picture. Just right there. For some reason, he looks like one of my uncles. Oh, pardon me. Alright, we are 16. Going on 17. Baby, da 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 da. Yeah. Yay for Rogers and Hammerstein. So, we'll come back tomorrow. There is no way I'm beating this before Halloween. Not unless I do a 24-hour stream Friday and Saturday. Not that I had that even as a goal until like 2 seconds ago. I was thinking, huh. Yep, nope. So maybe, no, we don't want to try it because we don't want to go back to sleep again and cause the days to move forward. So I guess we'll have to try to see if we can find some other way of either doing some investigations or something so we can get some more experience points so we can go down and take on Fergal, who is beating my bum. So, in the meantime, Lunks, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. It's been super cool. I appreciate everybody, even all the lurkers who may or may not be here. I can't tell. I have myself set so that I can't see the actual count of people in the room. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I hope everyone has a beautiful evening. I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, Q was in here too? Hi, Q. So we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Be excellent to each other, and I will see the entire pack. Well, hopefully I will see the entire pack tomorrow as we continue Jonathan Reed's quest to end the vampire epidemic of 1919 London. Thank you, guys.